Good Vach, Heilige Chevre. I hope you all had a wonderful Shabbos. Welcome to the daily dose of Pilzno, Mishnayos, Meseches Brachos, Perek Beis, Mishnah Gimel. So in the last Mishnah, we spoke about what does Bein HaParokim mean and all the connotations. And in this week's Mishnah, we're going to be talking about the actual certain halachas regarding the actual reading of the Shema. So we start off with Hakoirei es Shema v'loi hishmiya le'oznoi yotza. Someone who reads the Shema but doesn't hear it, he is yotza. So the Rashba holds that it's like a mental recitation, and therefore the Mishnah is talking about a mental recitation. But Rashi holds that it can't be talking about a mental recitation because the Shulchan Aruch in Samech Beis Sif Gimel holds that if it's inaudible, it's yotza, but a mental recitation, you're not. But Rabbi Yossi Omer lo yotza. Rabbi Yossi holds you're not yotza because Rabbi Yossi holds you must hear the words that you recite from the word Shema, hear and make heard, Shama. So it's Shema and Shama that you should hear and make heard. The Tanna Kama takes the word Shema to be understood that one can recite the Shema in any language that they understand, and therefore it's not talking about invalidating for not hearing it. So Korov v'lo Dikdek be'osiyoseh, someone who reads the Shema but is not medakdek in the pronunciation and the enunciation of the words distinctly, and they merge words together like b'chol levavechem, with the lamed at the end of b'chol and the start of levavechem, then you would not be yotza. And that's why there's many sidurim which put lines in between similar words and similar phrases so that one can be careful and make sure they say each word separately. There's a baraisa in the Gemara, Daf Tes Vav Amud Beis, that Rabbeinu Yonah holds is explaining this exact inyan, and therefore means that our Mishnah is not talking about this, but rather our Mishnah is talking about another situation of indistinct pronunciation. But Rabbeinu Meir Bartanora holds that it's talking about our Mishnah. That this baraisa is an elaboration of our Mishnah. Rabbi Yossi holds that if he's heard it, then he's fulfilled his obligation, but Rabbi Yehuda holds no. The incorrect enunciated words are considered as if one has not said them at all. The halacha is like Rabbi Yossi, but only b'diavad, and lechachila, we should be very, very careful with all the potential weak points of the Mishnah, of the Shema, And many people also emphasize the Zayin in Tizkaru, which I'm sure that you've heard many times in Shul. Hakoirei lemafreya lo yotza. One who reads out of order is not yotza. Obviously, this cannot be talking about saying the paragraphs out of order, because we've learned in the previous Mishnah why they're in that exact order. But rather, it's talking about the words in the individual paragraphs which are said out of order, that one would not be yotza if they said them out of order, because it says v'hoya hadavorim ha'eleh, and it's talking about the order of the pesukim that they are written in the Torah, so they have to be said that way as well. Next bit, it says kora v'ta'ah, someone who reads and makes a mistake, yachze l'makom sheta'ah. Let's just think, someone who is reading the Shema and forgets where they are. Never happened to you, right? On Shavuos morning, you say the Shema, you put your hand over your eyes for the Shema, and then you wake up and it's Kriyas HaTorah or it's Musaf, it's Gevaldik. So if you start reading the Shema and you forget where you're holding, then you go back to where you know for sure that you have not read. If you know you have completed one section but you're not sure which one, then go back to the beginning of the second section. Rambam, however, holds that you'd start at V'ahavta because you have to pause after saying Baruch Shem, and therefore it could have been there that you needed to start from. But if one knows the section but not which verse, then you go back to the beginning of that section. And if you get to the pasuk that says Uchasavtam al mezdos beisecha, which is written in both the first and the second sections, and you make a mistake and you're not sure where to go, then you go back to the first section. But if you've already started saying Leman Yirbu, then it means that you're already into the second section, and you should go back to the pasuk in the second section. I hope we all have a week full of correct pronunciation and correct enunciation of the Heilige Mitzvahs Aseh of Kriyas Shema, and you should be zocher to all the brachas in the Torah. Have a wonderful week and stay safe. Kol Tuv.